You're watching Drake Wing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drake Wing Gaming, and something on Twitter, the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you on the Let's Play episode of Dawn Chorus, Jorgen's Path. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go, and I'm running the latest version, by the way. Anyway, when I decided to really have a go at writing fiction again, I made a point of forbidding myself from acting on my perfectionism. Much easier said than done, I know. I was gonna say, that doesn't sound trivial. It certainly wasn't. I got better at it over time, though, to the point that the process sometimes became a flow. Ooh, excuse me. That flow state helped me write more, which was, for one thing, excellent for progress, but also for keeping me honest. You don't have much time to filter your opinions if the words just keep coming. If your goal is creating something meaningful to you, maybe that's the way to go. Stay honest and you end up with work that represents what you believe. I get what you're saying with the flow state thing. I've read research about it. It's compelling stuff, the way our brains can just transfer a complex task from a conscious to almost subconscious process. I've tried shooting intuitively, almost without thinking, to see if it would get me there. This could just be me not doing it right, but so far it hasn't proved my work. It almost does the opposite. The final result never seems to reflect any sort of artistic intention, as if I never meant to say anything in the first place. At best, it's a pretty photo, but not one that can resonate with someone. I understand. Would it help to outline your intentions in a broader sense as a sort of an artist's statement? It might. I already have one, actually, but I've never shared it with anyone. Want to give it a try? We can workshop it together. Oh no. If you wanted, he could tear me to shreds over this without a doubt. I cringe just at the thought of it. Still, he seems like he means well. Here's hoping he has only constructive criticism. Okay, so... We're ships at sea, drifting in all directions. The wind blows relentlessly, pulling us apart. One moment I share with you, the next we're almost strangers. Is genuine connection ever really possible? All I know is that I give all I have for just a moment of it. That's an intimate thing to share, right? Opening up like that scares the hell out of me, but my work calls for that sort of bravery, I think. If I don't express my longing for connection, how am I supposed to portray it in the world around me? You make a good point. You were saying... Right. We're all lost in this world, walking blindly in the dark, colliding with each other. Our lives are a series of random encounters that shape our course. Are we swimming, or are we just carried along by the current? Are we all lost, or are you? Don't bother, it's rhetorical. All I'm saying is that you've made more than a few sweeping generalizations. Is that a problem? Not necessarily, but your work should support them. You'll lose people otherwise. Too grandiose and ambitious a thesis will always make your audience ask how. If you can't answer that, start smaller. You might need to build up to the broader statements. Do you think I can't achieve that? No, I'm sure you can. I'm just looking out for you. Oh, thanks. He's sweet when he isn't too intimidating. Of course, just know that even if you realize that intention, you'll have lost precious time. Taking on too much too early slows down your work. That makes sense. Do you want to continue? Oh, no, I'm good. There isn't a lot left to share at any rate. Plus, I've got more than enough to think about already. What will I learn from chance encounters? What does genuine connection really look like? Can I only find it in the lives I watch passing by? Or is it right in front of me? Or galaxies colliding with each other? Hello. Earth to Carvine. Sorry. Quite all right. Honestly, don't think about it too hard. I hope you'll discover your way forward before losing. Thanks. I hope so too. Flow state, right? Right. I'm sure if you immerse yourself in your work for long enough, you can look at your photos and find a direction to take them in. Even if your message isn't always on your mind, you might find that your values show in what you've created anyway. Yeah, that makes sense. Huh. I expected to get knocked down, but I actually feel more confident, as if the sun is shining on the path forward. Maybe there's some hope for my photography yet. Jorgen's smile makes me feel warm on the inside. What a gift it is to see beyond his cold exterior. Him and Lake. How did you and Lake become friends? We met in an elective course on astrobiology. Oh, that's cool. It was an interesting class, though not the most scientifically rigorous, being intro-level biology for physics majors. Regardless, it was a great forum for discussion. On the first day, our instructor placed us in groups and asked us to discuss the Fermi paradox. That is, when we were meant to state our opinions on the best way to explain the lack of evidence of extraterrestrial life. Like, take our galaxy, or even Andromeda, for example. With all these sun-like stars and Earth-like planets, and by all these I mean billions, shouldn't one show signs of life? In the 13.7 billion years the universe has existed, surely some civilization must have figured out interstellar or even intergalactic travel, right? I see, yeah. It only makes sense that we should have something by now. Precisely. So why hasn't anyone come calling? One can imagine that students who signed up for a course on the subject, including myself, might have been biased towards some creative explanation, but Lake saw things differently. He was happy to fly in the face of statistical improbability, except that we may be, by pure chance, the only life in the universe. Well, I say happy, but Lake wasn't thrilled with the possibility. He just seemed comfortable with something that makes others hopeless. What do you think? To tell the truth, I had a whole scientific explanation prepared. Nevertheless, I was drawn to him. He seemed like a free spirit, but there was something somber about him, too. We kept talking after class, went and grabbed lunch, and continued our conversation. It turned out we had a fair bit in common. More than just our opinions. We'd been good friends since. Do you have a lot in common? To me, it doesn't look like that way. Sometimes having core values and struggles in common brings people a lot closer than sharing interests. Struggles. I remember Jorgen saying that Lake has had a tough time with his family. I wonder why. It helps feeling like someone understands. Right, yeah. On the other paw, he decided I was the perfect person to vent about his romantic life. That lion crushes hard and fast. That seems in character for him. Quite. As Jorgen looks askance, his grip on my paw loosens. He has a habit of falling for friends. Oh, how do you know? He told me himself, and I've seen it too. But don't be alarmed. I promise I'm not saying he has a thing for me. What? Alarmed? I'm not... My voice cracks, leaping up 2 octaves. Why am I like this? I guess it's good to know I'm not competing with him. You know... Never mind. What? Don't worry about it. I shouldn't speak for him. Just know that Lake's not particular about whether things are platonic or romantic. No matter what, he's full of love for the people he cares about. There aren't a lot of people like that in my life. It sounds like he's very special to you. He is. He made a point of giving me his approval, by the way. Approval? Of you. He says you're a catch. What? I feel myself turning beet red under my fur. Jorgen chuckles. Well, that's great. I still instantly get flustered from a compliment. Really? Yes, really. Don't tell him I said so, but he thinks you're cute. Lake finds me cute. Huh. Well... Oh no, what is this? Lake's pretty cute too. Is that so? Uh-oh. Jorgen looks at me quizzically. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. I hope you don't mind me saying so. No, not at all. I just didn't expect as much from you. What's that supposed to mean? As a matter of fact, I happen to agree. But if you let that slip, you will live to regret it. He punctuates his threat with a steely glare. Heh, I won't tell, I promise. Good. Okay, that's new. We stay silent for a while, still nuzzled up to one another. The twilight seems to tidy itself up, dusting off the snow-covered treetops with a yawn of wind before drawing the deep blue sky over the horizon. Now only the shining moon illuminates the landscape, its light scattered by the wispy gray clouds. Like a faulty light bulb, the moon flickers. I blink in confusion, trying to dispel the effect, and it stops, again full and bright. Odd. I didn't just imagine that, did I? I look to ask Jorgen, but his eyes are closed. The bat gives my paw a squeeze. How are you feeling? Hope that wasn't a bad choice, y'all. Oh, I'm good. Good. I was worried I was boring you to death. What? No way. Why do you think I'd ask you so many questions? Right, sorry, don't worry about it. No, it's okay. Was there something I did? No, it's just... He shakes his head, sighing. I'm used to being told that I talk too much. The words come out clipped and stiff, as if he's fighting to say them. That makes sense. If anything, I feel like I don't talk enough a lot of the time. It makes sense to me. Why do you think I don't talk much? Oh, sorry. It's fine. I'm just glad you're not getting tired of me. I could never, seriously. You're so insightful and passionate and so smart. I really like you. I really like listening to you talk. Yeah. Wow, smooth. That's very sweet of you. Thank you. He leans in close and gives me a kiss on the cheek. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! I'm getting a little cold up here. Shall we head back down and warm up for the night? What are you doing? Can you please be cool about this for like 2 seconds? Oh, yeah, that sounds good. No need to be so nervous, silly. You're doing great. Come on, let's get out of here. Okay. Jorgen rises and helps me to my foot paws, offering his paw for balance. We cross the slippery metal over to the hatch. The bat flings it open and shines his flashlight down the ladder. After you. Second, y'all, let me make sure my mate isn't contacting me. Blah, okay. My paws are shaking as I make my way to the bottom. What a hot mess I am. I stumble around in the dark until Jorgen reaches the bottom and lights the way to the closest door. Oh! I open it to reveal a confused, half-naked lion. Carvine? Ooh, excuse me. Carvine? Jorgen? Oh, Lake! Hey, what's up? Nothing really. I was just heading to the sauna. Now, what were you doing in a dark closet, Oh, stop it, you gremlin. Didn't I tell you that there's a ladder to the roof in there? Maybe? If so, I totally forgot. Of course you did. Tuning out, I walk over to the nearest window. As I look out, eyes unfocused, the landscape blends into formless shades of gray. What's even happening right now? This bat is full of surprises. Wait, what's that? I spot something moving out in the snow. It's a tall, dark silhouette lumbering towards the guest house. Hey, do you see that? Jorgen and Lake join me at the window. See what? I'm not quite as ocularly gifted as you are, you know. I squint, trying to make out the shape of it. As it sways back and forth, unsteady, so does a pair of regal antlers on its head. Rune? Yeah, I think that is Rune. Huh. Without warning, the figure stumbles and falls to the ground. Oh, fuck! Hello, what's happening? I think I saw him fall over. Shit. Lake, clothes on. Okay, I'll be quick. Don't wait for me. Go, 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 go! Jorgen and I burst out into the cold again and tread snow as fast as we can, closing the gap between us and the deer. Sure enough, it's Rune. He stands upright again, hobbling towards us with his eyes half open, taking labored, stuttering breaths. The snow that cakes his body falls to the ground in a fine powder as he shudders, clouding him in frost. Guys? Alright, I'm going to pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Alrighty, I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!